Listen, I know I got a little dump truck. Sometimes I get men coming up to me and asking how much I squat.
Okay, little butt.
Girl, stop playing with us right now. Like, we really don't feel like.
Listen, today we're going to discuss 5 tips to help Ash grow her amazing glutes.
Yes, ladies, I'm gonna provide you with my tips to grow those amazing glutes. Stay to the end to get all 5 tips. What do you think I was doing?
I thought you was posing, which you were, but it's cool. Killing yourself. You good, you good, you good, you good.
Do you know?
Girl, can you stop looking at your hair? Yeah, do that, do that. Let's stand on the table now. And I'm like, listen, today we're gonna get off playing. All right, guys, listen, the first exercise that we're gonna go through today is gonna be our dumbbell RDLs. So we're just gonna really show you guys what we did and what we learned over our lifting experiences that really help, get maximum glute growth, because it's all about growing that dump truck and, getting them gains. So we're gonna show you what we did for our dumbbell Romanian deadlifts.
Yeah, guys, Romanian deadlifts are really gonna help to round out those glutes. And honestly, RDLs are probably the hardest technique to get down. My clients, they struggle the most with the RDLs. Me, myself, I was going back and forth between using the wall to see if that helped for the B stance and all this other crazy stuff. But really, we're gonna break down the technique for you. So firstly, for me, I feel it more in my glutes when I have more of a narrow stance, which that is with your feet a little closer than shoulder width apart. And also another thing, you really want to focus on that hinge at your hips. So to help with that is going to feel like someone is literally pulling. Imagine someone having a rope on your hips and pulling you backwards to sit back. And also with that rope pulling movement of pulling your hips back, you're kind of going to feel like your toes are coming up, and that's also okay. Just engage your core, but just make sure to engage your core to keep your balance.
Yes, guys, RDL was such a hard movement that I did throughout my career, being a Division I athlete. So that was something that we really focused on a lot, and you really want to just make sure you're getting a good hip hinge and you're having a slight knee bend, and you're really just getting into your hips. That's going to really help you grow your glutes. Also, you don't want to have bad form. I see so many people, they're bending over and they're going too deep into your RDL. If you're going too deep where the weight is almost touching the floor, you're losing tension on your hamstrings. So those are like key takeaways, and I see so many people in the gym do that. So those are key takeaways that you don't want to do.
Yeah, guys, also with RDLs, you can do high reps with these. So you want to do anywhere from 10 to 15 reps, and also you really want to focus on that 3 second, on that eccentric, on that downward movement, and then pop up with that 1 little second for the concentric.
Yes, guys. So, challenge yourself. A lot of people just say, oh, doing 4 sets of 10. That's so standard. You're not going to really build a lot of muscle like that. After a while, your body's going to adjust to it. So, sometimes I will. Either I'm constantly using progressive overload. And progressive overload is just when you're challenging yourself. You're taking notes each and every week and finding out different ways. So that means if I did 10 reps last week, maybe this week I'm doing 12 reps. So let's say 1 week I did 30-pound dumbbells to do my RDLs. Then I'm going to use 35-pound dumbbells to do it the next week. So whatever it takes, for just doing that, tracking your numbers, it's very important to track to really get those results. So it's really important that you pay attention to your rep range and you really challenge yourself, because you don't want to just be doing 10 reps all the time. You want to burn out. You want to do 12 reps, 13 reps. You want to feel that tension. If you don't feel that tension on your muscle, then you're not really working, and you want to have a good mind connection with your muscles. And that's what's going to tell you when you're feeling that tension. That's signaling to your body. That's what's going to make your glutes glow. That's going to make your glutes.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
So when you're really pushing yourself, hitting those reps, increasing, doing progressive overload, that's what's going to really send that message to your body to really help those glutes grow. So that is the first exercise. Now we're going to head to our next tip.
All right, guys, with leg press, these can really help to also shape your glutes if you do it the right way. So you want to have your feet positioned shoulder width apart, and also have your toes pointed slightly outward towards your shoulders. That's what's going to help activate your glutes. Another thing you want to do is make sure you have a full range of motion. So you really want to make sure that you're bringing your knees as close to your chest as possible. So again, with this, you want to be mindful of the weight. Don't do too much either, because that can also be really dangerous, especially if you don't have someone to help spot you. Another thing too is I've noticed the higher that I have my feet positioned, the more that also helps to target my glutes as well with this workout.
Yes, guys, so the higher up your feet are, the more glutes you're going to get. And also you want to make sure that your feet are not too narrow. A lot of times when your feet and your knees are narrow and then you're bringing it down to your chest, you're putting a lot of tension on your lower back, and then you're wondering why you're having lower back pain. So it's very important to have your feet shoulder width apart and make sure you're pointing your toes outward and you're pointing your knees outward. And then you want to make sure on the eccentric is when you're lowering the leg press. As you're lowering the leg press and you build up that tension, you want to make sure you're going down 3 to 4 seconds. You don't just want to come and just drop the weight down dramatically. You want to slowly lower the weight down. That's how you're going to build up those muscles. And the lower and slower that you go, the more it's going to have your glutes involved, your hamstrings involved, and your quads involved. So it's very important to hit all of those 3 points. So these are things that I wish I knew when I first got started, because I used to just go in the gym all the time and just, you know, down, up, down, up, down, up. Like, oh man, I'll load the bar up, and then the next day I don't feel sore, but my back is killing me and I'm wondering why. And it's because of these, these simple mistakes that need to just be corrected. We're here to really target and educate you guys on what's gonna really help you grow these muscles and really get the glutes that you want. Because, you know what I'm saying, like, if you're trying to get like homegirl over here, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna have to put your time in. And I got my own little, you know what I'm saying? So you trying to get right there. This is what you gotta do. Lock in and
oh brother, this guy stinks!
we locked in.
This is the first time you said anything nice to me in a video. First of all,
What did I say nice? What did I say nice?
you said something about having amazing glutes. I think that's like the first compliment you ever given me.
Yikes! You see, don't be building these girls' heads up. You can't.
First of all, you usually come at me for no reason and making up false stories.
Listen, man, we don't give enough tough love out here. We gotta be real. We gotta be real with our friends. We gotta be real with people. You know what I mean?
But when I do it, then I'm a hater.
Hey, so to the next tip, y'all.
Zero Snapchat, zero Instagram, board swing. Fuck up the vibe, my I don't care if I saw you in a magazine.
All right, guys. How long have you guys been struggling to grow your glutes? I feel like that's something that a lot of my clients come to me. That's the first thing that girls tell me when I ask them, hey, what are your goals? What do you want to do? I feel like they're always telling me, hey, I want to grow my glutes. So, leave a comment in the description below and let me know like what challenges that you guys are having, and let me know like how long have you guys been trying to grow your glutes and what you feel like you're struggling with, and I'll get back to you and I'll let you know, and I'll provide you with answers to how to really grow your glutes. So, let me know in the description below.
All right, guys, one of the main exercises that really help to grow my glutes is the hip thrust, and that's if you do it correctly. So with that one, it helps to also target your gluteus maximus, and when you do these, you really want to make sure that your feet are a little wider than shoulder width, and also point your toes outward.
Yes, guys. So for me, in my personal experience, I hate setting up the hip thrust. Like, it's such a process to set it up in the gym.
Boy, if you don't get
That's like the biggest challenge I have. But outside of that, we touched on time and attention, and the eccentric as far as lowering down, making sure we're going 3 to 4 seconds down, and then exploding up on the concentric. And I even hold at the top on the concentric for 2 to 3 seconds. And when I'm doing my hip thrust, I'll shoot for anywhere from 4 to 6 sets, and my rep range is literally from 12 all the way up to 20 reps, because that really lights my glutes up. That'll light my hamstring up.
Their nuts are great in your mouth. Whoa, pause.
And that's how you're gonna get those glutes. Like, I used to run track, I used to have the compression shorts on, and the girls, they used to always be looking like, man, how you get like that? Even Ash was wondering, like, how you get like that? And just from holding it, slow down, boom, squeezing the top, really focusing. A lot of y'all be rushing through stuff, and even if this is for the men too, y'all be rushing through stuff, just up down. Nah, you gotta take your time, move slow with it. Have that good mind, body, muscle connection, and listen to your body. Slow it down a little bit. Hold it. I know it hurts, but think about those goals. You want people, walking down the street. I've seen it. If you ask walking down the street, dudes looking left and right. So if you try to get like that, you gotta hold it. You gotta hold it. Hold that water, man.
7 p.m. Friday. It's 95 degrees. I ain't got them and them ain't got me.
So the fourth exercise that I recommend to really help grow those glutes is the goblet squat. Now, you'll hear a lot of people say, oh, squat, do barbell squats, but a lot of us are beginners, a lot of us are new, a lot of us are, the gym can be a scary place, and I recognize that with a lot of my clients. I've had grown men that I've been training that have come to me and said, hey, you know what, I wouldn't be in the gym right now if you weren't here, because it's uncomfortable, I don't know what's going on, and these dudes are in their 40s and 50s, so you know, I know the gym can be intimidating. So that's why I really recommend doing a goblet squat, because, you know, a barbell squat, people are really scared, and, you know, you could fall, you could fail, you could not have the racks on to catch you. So, you know, I highly recommend starting with the goblet squat. You do not need to do barbell squats to increase your leg size. You can just load up the goblet squats. If, you know, you can start off with 50s and 60s and 70s and 80s, you know, or even 20s, wherever your weight is, and you can work your way up. Because to get your legs stronger, to get your legs bigger, you just have to progressively overload. It doesn't, there's not one exercise that's gonna make your legs big. So just by doing a barbell squat, that's not gonna make your legs bigger. And also making sure that when you're going down the eccentric and you're holding at the bottom, when you're exploding up, you're pushing your knees back out. You'll see a lot of people's knees when they're in the bottom of their squat and they're coming up, you'll see their knees caving in. So you wanna make sure you reinforce that by coming up and make sure you're pushing your knees out. And that's gonna really help with your glute growth.
Yeah, guys, I even do mine with my heels elevated. So I'll take that 45-pound plate and I'll have my heels set on that so that my heels are up. And that gives me even more of a range of motion on the way down.
And lastly, guys, I'll leave you guys with this tip, and this is outside of the weight room. This has nothing to do with weights. And this is one of the most important ones. If you guys are trying to grow those glutes, you guys need to be in a calorie surplus. I see so many of you guys going inside the gym on an empty stomach, and I shouldn't be talking because today I haven't eaten anything. This is just me showing up today. But listen. Listen, if you guys are confused and you guys don't know what a calorie surplus is, I'm gonna provide you guys with a link in the description. It'll be at the top, and you know, you input your height, your weight, how many days a week you're working out, and it's gonna show you your calorie maintenance and your calorie surplus. So all it is, it's gonna provide you with macronutrients, and your macronutrients are a breakdown of your protein, your fats, and your carbs. So you're gonna have your maintenance level that you need to maintain your weight, and then you're gonna have a surplus level that you need to gain weight. If you really wanna gain this weight in your glutes and your hamstrings, you're gonna make sure you're in a calorie surplus. Now, with that being said, you're not gonna eat a bunch of crap. You don't wanna eat a bunch of crap to gain this weight. You wanna keep it nice and lean. You wanna make sure that you're eating healthy, nutrient-dense foods, so you're nice and lean, you're getting the nutrients that you need. And also understand that, you know, your body fat percentage may go up, but it'll go up slightly. Like you see me, I'm still lean, I'm still in shape, and also Ash as well. She's been in her calorie surplus at times when she's been trying to grow her glutes. And you know, you're gonna gain a little bit of fat with that, but that's okay, because you're gonna need that to really build those glutes. And the thing about it is, when you get a little bit curvier, your body's still gonna look snatched, you know, even if you do gain a little bit in the stomach area or anything like that. I'm not saying that you're gonna have a gut. You're not gonna have a gut, guys. That's not what I'm saying. But you know, you might not be able to see your abs as clearly, or your stomach might not be as flat. But you have to remember that you're gonna be curvier, so that's gonna cover it up. And you know, when you're wearing that, you know, it's sundress season. You know what I mean? Like, you wear that dress, they're gonna wobble wobble in the dress. So, Ash, you have anything to add on to that?
I do not.
And those are all 5 of the tips, guys. So listen, if you're new to the gym and you're trying to figure it out, and you never lifted any weights before, and you're at home, get my ebook. I'll provide you with my ebook. It's a 3-month fitness plan, no weights involved, all bodyweight exercises. It's gonna really help you, you know, get slim, get lean, get nice and thick, develop those muscles. And it's a 3-month fitness plan. And all you have to do is email me the word ebook at contentperformance@gmail.com, and I'll send it right over to you, along with any additional questions that you may have. It's gonna provide you guys with the meal options, and different meal options, different healthy meal options, the step count, and you guys can get dialed in just to see what we do on a daily basis. And it's really good if, you know, if you're self-conscious, if you're new to the gym, you're a little bit scared to go to the gym. It's a great way just to get started. So I highly recommend, you know, getting the ebook and staying locked in with that. So I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Ash, thank you so much for coming out.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? If we're gonna do the glute video, we got to come on. We got to have a glute girl with us. You know, she's built. You know, I'm gonna give her compliment, because you know she was talking about it earlier. She's built amazing glutes, guys. So I knew to bring her on so we could show you what we do to really develop these glutes, man. We're gonna stay locked in. Make sure you guys keep subscribing. Make sure you guys keep hitting the notification button. You know, Content Performance, man. We gonna do it big, man. We locked in and we out.